Now that you've got a handle on what a keyword is and why we do keyword research, it's time to learn the language of keyword match types. Google AdWords uses keyword match types to direct the system on what type of user search queries you want your ad to display for and how specifically you want to match what the users are typing in. Sometimes you want to reach a very broad audience of people, and other times you need to get specific and protect your ads from too much traffic so that you're not giving away advertising dollars to irrelevant visitors who aren't really interested in you or your business. So, every keyword you use inside AdWords will have what's called a match type. Based on the blueprints that you've laid out for your campaigns, your keyword research, and your advertising goals, you can decide which match type is appropriate for each keyword that you're targeting. When we talk about keyword match type, we're usually talking about broad, phrase, and exact match types. So let's go over each one. Broad match is the default match type for all keywords. If you're looking in your account and you don't see any quotes or brackets around your keywords, then those keywords are designated as broad match. Broad match keywords are not protected or restricted at all, and they can trigger your ad on anything and everything a user types into Google that may be relevant to your keyword. The thing to remember is that broad match equals broad reach. Let's take an example. If I'm an athletic shoe retailer and I want to target the keyword athletic shoe as a broad match keyword, then my ad might show for any user queries containing the term athletic shoe. My ad could show for the user queries athletic shoe store and athletic shoe comparisons. Broad match keywords may also trigger an ad if the user query is typed in a different order than the specifically targeted keyword. For example, my ad targeting athletic shoe may be displayed when a user searches for things like athletic kids shoe or athletic blue shoe. Now, the biggest reason that broad match increases reach is that broad match keyword targeted ads can be displayed in response to user queries containing similar words or synonyms to your targeted keywords and plural forms of your keyword. So our athletic shoe keyword ad might display in response to the user queries discount athletic shoes and sport tennis shoe and even aerobic shoe. Now, this might be good for you and your campaign depending on your goals. But keep in mind that this broad matching also has a downside for many advertisers. You may be extending your reach way too far, and you don't want to pull in irrelevant traffic that wastes your advertising dollars. This is why keyword research is so important. If I don't spend the time to get a really good idea of the things that people are searching on in my industry, then I could be wasting my money on people looking for information on athlete's foot or wanting to buy a pair of dress shoes that I don't sell. So how do you protect your ads and in turn your advertising budget? There are a lot of different strategies, but the basics center around match type. Let's start with the broad match modifier. You can rein in the traffic on your broad match keywords by using a broad match modifier. This lets you control your broad match keywords a bit more, without restricting them as much as using phrase match, which we'll cover next. Broad match modifiers are signified by using a plus sign directly in front of the keyword that you're interested in controlling. By doing this, you're telling AdWords that the keyword directly following that plus sign has to appear in the user's search query exactly as targeted or as a very close variant in order for the system to display your ad to that user. Ads can be triggered to display for modified broad match keywords if the user query is a misspelling, abbreviation, acronym, or stemming of the modified broad match keyword, or if it's a singular or plural form. But related searches and synonyms are not considered close variants and will not trigger your ad to show. So, what does this mean? Well, this means that our targeted keyword now has a plus sign in front of it, and our athletic shoe ad will still be displayed in response to queries like discount athletic shoes, athletic kids shoe, and athletic shoe store. But it won't show for user queries like sport tennis shoe, aerobic shoe, or athlete's foot. So this gives us a way to get just a little more targeted than using broad match only, but we can get even more restrictive with phrase matched keywords. Phrase match restricts traffic even further by locking down the order of things, and in your account it's signified by putting the keyword in quotes. This tells AdWords that the user query must contain your targeted keyword in the exact order and form that you're targeting. There can still be additional text before or after your keyword in the user query, but the order of your keywords has to remain intact. So what does this mean? Well, if we stick quotes around our targeted keyword, then our ad will still show for queries like discount athletic shoes and athletic shoe store, but our ad will not show for queries like athletic kids shoe and athletic red shoe. So phrase match makes sure that our exact phrase is contained somewhere in the user's search terms, but we can get even more specific with exact match keywords. Exact match makes sure that our ad is only allowed to be shown in response to a user searching for the exact same keyword that we've targeted. Exact match is signified by placing the target keyword inside square brackets. And this is how we tell the AdWords system that in order for our ad to be shown, the user query must exactly match our targeted keyword in the exact order that we're targeting and with no other text in the query. So what does this mean for our athletic shoe ad? Well, if we put our targeted keyword in brackets, then the only way that our ad will show is when a user does a search on the exact same term that we're bidding on, athletic shoe. This gives us the ultimate level of control. And remember, we can have lots of keywords in our ad groups. So we could be bidding one price for athletic shoe and another for athletic shoes. We could be sending people searching for kids' athletic shoes to one landing page and people searching for basketball shoes to another. So you can see that with match types, we can get pretty specific about what kind of traffic we'd like to show our ads to and what kind of reach we'd like from our campaigns. Now, there's one more match type that's extremely important to a good AdWords campaign, and it's so useful that it deserves a movie all to itself. In addition to the broad, phrase, and exact match types that we've discussed here, we've also got the negative match.